What I'm going to do in part 3 now is show you how to hook on pronouns to this structure. And the trick is they all get hooked onto haber, the end of haber. So for example, how would you say I could have found? Podría haber encontrado. Now, if we want to say I could have found it, what happens is the it gets hooked on to the end of haber, and it would look like this. Podría haberlo encontrado. This structure is going to feel a little strange at first, but you'll soon get used to it. It's really not that difficult. Just remember that whenever you have a little pronoun, you're going to hook it on to the end of haber. So once again, I could have found it would be podría haberlo encontrado. How would you say I should have found it? Debería haberlo encontrado. Let's work with hacer. What's the past participle of hacer? Hecho. Hecho. How would you say I could have done it? Podría haberlo hecho. I should have done it. Debería haberlo hecho. How would you say I shouldn't have done it? No debería haberlo hecho. So I should have done it. Debería haberlo hecho. I shouldn't have done it. No debería haberlo hecho. Do you recall what the verb dar goes to in the past? It behaves regular, so what would the past participle be of dar? Dado. Dado. How would you say I could have given it? Podría haberlo dado. If we wanted to add something like it to you, remember we have those double pronouns that we hook together. So in this case, it to you would be tello, tello. Now try to figure out how you would say, I could have given it to you. Podría habértelo dado. Once again, you can see that any little pronouns, even if they're joined together, doubles, they get hooked on to the end of haber. So we have I could, and this is like have to you, it. Very strange if you do it in a literal way. So it's much better just to remember that we're hooking on pronouns onto the end of haber. It's a lot simpler to process it that way. So once again, I could have given it to you. Podría habértelo dado. How would you say it to him? Selo. Selo. Now try to say, I should have given it to him. Debería habérselo dado. I shouldn't have given it to them yesterday. No debería habérselo dado ayer. What does decir go to in the past? It's dicho. Dicho. How would you say I could have said? Podría haber dicho. Now try to say I could have said it. Podría haberlo dicho. Now try to say I could have said it to her. Podría habérselo dicho. Here we have the it to her, selo, hooked on to haber. How would you say I should have said it to her? Debería habérselo dicho. I shouldn't have said it to her. No debería habérselo dicho. So, in summary, remember that whenever you need to use pronouns, and I've listed out a random selection of them here. You can see just how many of them there are in Spanish and how important they are in order to complete and fill out our sentences, right? There's an absolute ton of them. Now, these all get hooked on to the end of haber in the structure of could have or should have. So rather than trying to do a literal translation, which really isn't going to work out that well, because here we have, I shouldn't have to her, it said. I mean, that would be a nightmare to try to be doing that mentally, right? As you're trying to speak, to work it out and remember that kind of backwards structure. Instead, you just hold on to this basic structure of debería haber, whatever. And if you need to add in any pronouns, then they get hooked on to the end of haber always. That's really the key point to remember from this video.